Today is Sunday, the 20th of August, and we're going to go canoeing on the North Saskatchewan River through the heart of Edmonton. And this is probably the last time I'm going to be doing anything with this phone because I've ordered a replacement. So, just give you an idea of the heart of Edmonton. Can we see downtown through the haze? Kind of, but not quite. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of interesting because it's like canoeing through Central Park or whatever. I don't know. We don't know what we're going to see. We don't know what it's going to be like, but we're going to do it. We were supposed to do it Friday, the 18th, but there were severe thunderstorms, and we could not. Today, however, is a nice, cool, mid-teens day with typically strong Edmonton sun. So, there we go. To get to Capilano Park in Edmonton, you have to get on 50th Street, but on the part of 50th Street that's on the south side of the North Saskatchewan River. And then you have to come down to the end of 50th Street, past the entrance to Gold Bar Park, all the way down here. And then that's the boat launch, so I presume that's where we're bringing the boats back. But then you go into Capilano Park, and as you'll see, the van with the plate, Edmonton Canoe, and all the canoes behind it, is right there at the entrance as soon as you go in. Can't really miss it. I mean, you could, theoretically. So there's the boat launch at Capilano. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to take us here to launch, and then we're going to go through downtown, and then to here. And we live way up there. So,
find a space. August 20 it is, and give that back to me. Let's say, and nothing without a free whistle today. So, one more piece of plastic. Please keep that thing after the trip, and then you're all set. Alrighty, checking in.
yeah, Davidson.
Davidson, that's Gary.
Yeah, we're the rebooked from Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. So I have you with two people in boat number 45. It is 45 is your canoe number. And same for you guys. One free whistle, another free whistle. And
Come up and see me sometime.
most excitingly, the waiver. Please both of you read. Name, signature, August 20 it is. And give that back to me. Use the front of the vehicle if you want for your riding.
Okay.
So I have two people.
Okay, so they give us two of these,
Yep.
and
And I make my check mark and question mark.
universal sizing. Yeah. The same vest that is going to keep this person afloat is supposed to also keep this person afloat.
So physics are different then, and then your boat doesn't rock that much. But again, as long as you stay seated, and that's the best advice ever for the whole trip, with waves or without, the weight has to be down here and not up here, because when you're up here and start dancing around in the boat, then the weight shifts out of the center line and it flips, it capsizes. 2 days ago we had the last capsize. We don't need one today. So always stay seated, keep smiling, keep paddling, you're on the safe side. If you want to arrange something in your boat, like front person to the back or whatever you have in mind, go to land, make your arrangements there, and then come back and keep paddling. When it comes to paddling, maybe it's your first rodeo, so no rocket science at all. One of your paddles on that side and the other one on that side. And don't be too shy to hit the water, so you want the blade to make any effect. You don't want to just have the tip in it and make like these movements. So you want to go all the way in and then paddle. So this is how you have some effect on where the boat goes. So when both of you paddle on one side, try that out. Then you see that the boat goes slightly to the other. Same works with the left side. And whoever sits in the back of the canoe, just put in the paddle like a steering device. Let the front person just paddle. They don't even notice that you're not doing that anymore. Put the paddle in, and steer a bit to the right and to the left, and you learn quite quickly that you are the boss of the boat and you want to be the boss of the boat. You want to know where it goes. Back here, when it's the end of the trip at the footbridge in Capilano, you want to steer to the right side, and it's you coming to us and not us jumping in and getting you out of there. So just play around with the paddle is what I'm saying here, and then you learn how to steer that thing. Some landmarks, so you go through downtown Edmonton, roughly 20 minutes in, half an hour in or so. By the way, if you want to take some pictures and selfie, and it looks good from there, but just be aware, once your cell phone is in the water, you never see that thing again. And the lady who capsized the day before yesterday lost her cell phone as well. Once your stuff is in there, you don't see that stuff again. So don't be too nervous about taking your selfies. Just put it back where it belongs and you're on the safe side. Landmark. So downtown Edmonton comes to your left, roughly 20 minutes, half an hour in. And then you see clearly a while later that you're leaving the city again. It becomes rural, all green. And then there comes a blue bridge, Dawson Bridge. And then there comes another traffic bridge, Wayne Gretzky. And then there comes a footbridge, and this is what you see, kind of this overhanging construction there. This is the footbridge. We will be down by the river at the boat launch, which is just like 2 minutes walk from here, and waving at you or making a nice smile, and you see, okay, right side of the river, this is the end of the trip. So again, downtown Edmonton, blue bridge, another traffic bridge, and then a footbridge only. And this is where you go to the right side of the river, and the end of the trip. You see us from far. You have 4 or 5 minutes, and we see you. So usually that's the end of the trip for everybody. Safety first is what they say. So this thing is called a bailer. Every boat has to have a bailer, and it's first off a bucket. So you're on the water. You might splash around with your paddle. Water pools up in the boat. You take this thing as a bucket and just old school scoop out water out of the boat. Comes with a throw rope. The idea is when somebody falls into the water, you take this throw rope and get this person back into your canoe. It's possible and it's easy to say that standing here on land. Don't try it. It's really a tough job to do, somebody who is down there in the water, to get it over the gunwale back into the boat. So don't fall in the water, always stay seated and don't kick anybody in. Comes with a whistle like the ones you already have. It's called the emergency whistle, and the book says blow the whistle 3 times and help will show up. If nobody is around to hear your whistling, then it's a good idea to grab your cell phone. Call 911 when you are in an emergency situation. Call 911. Tell them that you are with Edmonton Canoe on the North Saskatchewan River, and they know what we are doing today, and then we go from there. They have their boat out today anyways, so that's the way to react when you are in an emergency situation. But again, as long as you don't bump into a bridge pillar, and as long as you don't capsize, no emergency situation really can come up which is connected to paddling. Any questions from you? Yes?
What if it takes longer than 3 hours?
We will wait till everybody's here.
Okay.
Sooner or later we might want to call you and ask what's going on. So yeah, 4 hours max, and then we try to figure out what boat is missing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's all cool.
Okay.
Take your time. So whoever hasn't checked in with me yet, you hang tight, come to me, and everybody else, please board the school bus, and see you in Laurier Park. Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
Island generation, all that. And so older generations Well, I'm at home, so. I never thought about going to this park. There's lots of people out today.
Have a good time, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Be safe.
That was starting to get a little toasty. Everything is secured. Okay, maybe we do this again. No, don't do that. I just won't have you get on until the front end is in. Oh, my legs do not like going up. I'm in, but the cushion is whether it can get us. Okay, don't. Might be good. I can get us there eventually.
Yeah, but it's sticky and don't want to hang out here for 2 hours and make it bit by bit. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. You're welcome. All right, enjoy.
Okay. All right. How's that working for you?
The old lady and the man.
Whew. For some weird reason, we're off center of balance a bit. Oh, don't. I'll ask you to do something if I need you to do something, okay?
Kind of in the middle there, and made it float for a little while, and then paddled a bit.
So middle of the river, you mean?
Like, yeah,
As opposed to middle of the route.
correct.
Okay. Yeah, I don't quite understand this. I move with my right side and we tilt to the left. Yeah, but like for example, you're moving on your left and then the boat starts go to the left. I go to the right and the boat goes to the left. How much opposite that is, I don't know. So do you see on your right there, up the hill a bit?
The tower thing?
With the pipes and the platform?
Yeah.
That's Keeler Point, that's where we were.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm going to go the other side.
Don't.
No?
No, I do the steering, remember?
Okay. Do I just always stay on this side?
Unless I tell you otherwise.
Okay.
If you get tired and you want to switch, that's fine, but
I think I'm better on this side anyway.
so
See, it feels like we should be going that way now.
yeah. See what I mean?
There we go.
See, I'm not paddling because I'm not in a hurry. So obviously the more paddling you do, the more we're going to be going to the right.
Okay, but I just want to go forward.
The water will take us there. He said, remember he said, even if you do nothing, you're probably looking at a 3-4 hour trip.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like much in the way of rapids, but still, I mean, you think about this, where we are right now, just on the other side of that run of trees on the right, that's the University of Alberta land.
Oh, okay.
And where that pathway comes up, underneath those balls,
Over to the left, yeah.
where the people are,
Yeah.
that's like the zoo.
Oh, okay.
So we're in the heart of Edmonton here. Well, not the heart of it, but we're coming up the left arm of it for sure.
I'm getting a little too much that way.
Don't you worry about that. I'll keep us vaguely in the center. So, what I'm going to do first is extend this a bit further, if I can. As we, oh, for God's sakes. Be nice if we could at least see that I'm outside. There we go. So yeah, we are on the North Saskatchewan River right now with Canoe Edmonton, and we're heading downstream, which means at this point we're going towards the downtown. We have Keeler Point in the end of the world on our right. Let's see if I can angle the camera to include that. Yeah, and then we're at the Edmonton Valley Zoo, which was one of the first places we went, on our left. And if we were to go upstream, first stop would be the University of Alberta Botanical Gardens, which used to be the Devonian Gardens, and that's about 20 kilometers upstream, just west of the airport. And then eventually the Rocky Mountains. Carrying on downstream is going to take us past Fort Edmonton and through the downtown. So, we'll see how that looks. With me today is my trusty guide Trudie, working on her Sherpa certificate. Hopefully that means we won't lose her at some point. Tarzan movies, you always lost the Sherpas. Is that a dog thrashing that I'm hearing?
Oh, they're splashing a bit over there, yeah.
Whew. See, partly because I'm lower in the boat and lower in the water. When I stroke, I think it's equivalent to 3 of yours. It might also be that I have more power to my stroke, but...
I'm gonna take my little hoodie off here.
Okay, health and safety violation going on right there. I'm planning on sweating up a storm myself. I don't really have an option here because just getting the vest off would be a major piece of work. And then so that is the footbridge going over to the zoo.
Oh, okay.
As far as me getting my hoodie off, well, the reason why I'm going to be sweating is because just the act of getting my hoodie off would be requiring me to take off the vest, and I had a hard time doing that on land. So you want to get an underwater shot, that'd be the fastest way of doing it, I think. Feel a bit what? Jacques Cartier. No, for some reason I got that winding down the lazy river. Well, it's a 1 kilometer down, 13.5 to go. The old canoe, paddling down with the old canoe. That's not right. Okay, I'm pretty sure those houses on the ridge on the left ahead, at the bend, I'm pretty sure those are visible from Fort Edmonton when you're at the amusement park. Pretty sure.
Oh, wow. I wonder what those green little boats are.
Well, on the other side of the porta potty was a whole bunch of little inflatables that were green, I think. All right. First mission goal of the game was to avoid the pillar This is our first pillar. We are crossing under the bridge. Mission accomplished. What's up?
Oh, little swirls.
Oh, the eddies.
Yeah.
Or whatever you call them, yeah. Ramming speed. Enough, but that was like something under the water. Yeah. This was definitely the wrong week to have seen The Meg. Yeah, the movie about the super giant shark that comes up and swallows entire boats all.
Oh.
Ah! Yeah, I can say I think rowing or anything repetitive and simple can be very meditative. Yeah, no, it's not those houses because there was strata underneath them. So it was still to come. I think what you're probably seeing is the impact of the wind. And if we were paddling the other direction, it would be a lot harder.
right answer.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how quickly the lip balm wore off.
Well, I brought my chocolate flavored one.
No, but I put a pretty decent amount on before we left.
Okay.
Sorry?
Those houses up there. Wow.
Yep. There's our first sign of civilization.
Yep.
That's mostly Oliver and whatever is west of that. 2 streetcars, and 2 LRT. Alright, come on, you bastard. Don't be dragging me into the... I need you on the right. You can handle it a bit longer, yes. Okay. No. Yeah. Pretty short one. Probably not a good ending.
No.
Well, I hope we passed that halfway point that he mentioned. Otherwise, I think we're gonna die out here. Look, there's the McDonald Hotel and the low-level bridge, which used to be a train bridge.
Not gonna die out here. Hey, we got our whistles.
Well, I don't know about you, but my plan was to just lay down with my stuff and light it on fire, eh?
I think that Cartier guy was smart going into the jewelry business, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as he got back from the New World, he said, screw this, I'm selling Spence. Like being on a Zodiac all over again. Slow moving Zodiac. Okay. Paddle around that. Paddle, paddle. Get ready to push off if we have to. Whew. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, how hard is it to miss these things? Current was taking us right into it. Unusual spot to hit rapids. It's always a bit of a shock, isn't it? Not on my side.
Episode of Due South.
See, we could just pull over there and leave it. I wonder how often they retrieve canoes that broke away when people were on shore. Well, he said when you pull over, if you get out of the canoe, make sure you've secured it so it doesn't just go off.
Right.
I wonder how often they go off.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So just imagine and realize that pretty much from Montreal onward, this country was discovered by people doing what we're doing.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Like even Port Credit, for example, originally was a way station for canoers.
Wow.
The early portagers from the Northwest Company.
Yeah. Wow.
And when we were down on Fort Erie area, in Lake Erie, we saw that placard marking where Robespierre and what's his face had come ashore and camped for the night. Now, mind you, the boats were probably twice as long, and there was 8 people who did this on a regular basis doing it.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there were some of them that just 1 or 2 of them in a boat going.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that the entire trip we're taking today, they probably could have done in about a half an hour.
Didn't?
Nope.
How?
You got 8 strong people all pedaling or paddling, you know, in unison.
Yeah.
You're moving.
Okay.
We're just leisurely paddling here. I'm talking people who are, you know, if they were born today, they'd be in the rowing club in Oxford. And they'd be doing this every day for months and months at a time. You don't open up this land without really hoofing it. Now, mind you, by the time of the merger between the Northwest Company and the HBC, most of the people they were hiring to do the paddling were locals. It was one of the first paid indigenous jobs outside of trading. I mean, you got people who gone up and down the river for generations, know it really well.
Yeah.
The one thing I couldn't confirm one way or the other was whether George Simpson canoed out to Hawaii or just took a steamship.
Who's George Simpson?
George Simpson was the chief factor of the Hudson's Bay Company in the 1830s and 40s. So Simpson's Sears.
Oh, okay.
He's the Simpson. And he was the one who opened up that trading post out in Waikiki.
Let me know when you want your water,
Yeah, it's not going to be until afterwards.
Okay.
I wouldn't even try to get that down here at this point and
Okay.
figure out what to do with it once I started drinking. Besides, we're past the halfway point, right?
Yep.
I know it's not the case. I know there are probably already 5 or 6 canoes that have finished, but it would be really funny if we were first. starting to rain. Starting to rain.
Oh.
Should have brought some Kleenex too. Don't worry about it. Even if you had some, there's no way you could get it to me. Struck me as funny. What if they miscounted bridges?
Yeah, but no, I heard the guy say there's other boat companions.
Yeah, but he was repeating what he heard.
Oh, was he?
Of course he was.
Oh, okay.
Double-sided oar, that's what I wish I had. Now return you to our regularly programmed canoeing. Okay, it's entirely possible that what I thought was rain
Yes?
was somehow spray from you.
Oh, okay.
So according to the guy giving us the orientation, the Blue Bridge was a pedestrian bridge,
Right.
and then we had 4 minutes to go before we were done with the paddling thing. We'd be 4 minutes away, plenty of time, he said, to get over to the right.
Right.
I have a feeling that he was lying, just as he was lying about the sandbar being the halfway point. It absolutely was not the halfway point. And I was like, oh yeah, there's only 4 minutes left. Once we get to the pedestrian bridge, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to record those final 4 minutes. We're going to see just how 4-minute-y they are. bad of a canoeist do you have to be for that to take 4 minutes? Yeah, I think so.
Unless that's another boat company.
Well, he did point to the pedestrian bridge as he was giving us the orientation, so it was right there. So, eventually, after going under the Wayne Gretzky Bridge, which is lined up with Fort Road, 66th, etc., and you come to this footbridge, and the boat station is right here. And they help you do it because all of this stuff is right there. But that's the longest I've been in that position, probably ever. And more rowing. Oh my God, every time we stopped rowing we turned around or headed right for the banks. What's your take on it?
It was good. It was more work than I thought, but it was good.
Yeah.
He's a real trooper.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to kiss the ground. I never thought I'd be back on terra firma again. Well, I mean, that's part of it, right? You feel a little unsteady?
The sea legs, yeah.
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 Yeah, you kind of sort of really get used to it.
Yeah.
Whew.
Don't tell me we are on camera.
All right, I won't tell you.
So it's just up the dirt road and then turn to the right. Okay, you know the drill. Have a good night.
Thank you. All right, that's the last I'm going to see of the North Saskatchewan River for a while. Yeah, you'll be seeing it all the time. But I am not. Hope we don't play that. Oh, lots of space for vehicles. Ah.